Welcome back, dear children. So, we are going to discuss today two of the questions from the last lesson. Question number 9. How did Fran's feeling towards school and Hamham change? Explain. So, when we go to page number 4, we see here that Franz, on knowing that from next day there will be no French teaching at school, Franz was sorry. And for what he was sorry? For not learning his lessons. Why he was not learning his lessons? Because he was not serious. He was seeking for birds' eggs, going sliding on the sour. And second, he was sorry. After that, he was sorry. His books that had seemed to be a nuisance. Nuisance means he was not liking them at all, and he thinks that his books were heavy to carry. His grammar, his history, and all other books, but now he feel like that the books are his old friends, and now he is not willing to give them up, but he has no choice. So this was his feelings towards his books. Now his feelings towards M. Hamel also change. Yes, M. Hamel was very strict teacher, but the idea that he was going away and he will not see him again made him forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. And he was all of a sudden his feelings changed for M. Hamel too. So here in this paragraph you find the change of feelings of Franz towards his books and towards Mr. M. Hamel. Now let us move to the next very important question. Whom did Mr. M. Hamel blame for not learning French and why? So we will move towards the new next page. When it happened, when Franz was unable to read, he said that I won't scold you. And then he started thinking about it, who is responsible. So he said that, okay, number one, he blamed friends for it. Friends means not friends, but in particular, friends means all the students. You may keep yourself in this category as well. Why? Because students, they every day they believe learn it tomorrow, postponing the thing, procrastinating. And what happened? Now there is no tomorrow for them to learn French. So he says that not only friends, but also this is the problem with Alsace. What is the problem with Alsace? She, the country, puts learning till tomorrow. So when they are, what we say, thinking tomorrow we will do, tomorrow they will do, and now there is no tomorrow. Number two, he blames parents for not learning. Why? Because they were not anxious enough to have their students learn, but they preferred them to work on farm or mill and have some little money. So the second person he blamed is parents. Number one is friends, who is one of the students. Number two is parents, and number three, he not even leave himself, and he says, I have been to blame also. So he is blaming himself as well. Reasons: number one, he often sent his students to water his flowers instead of learning their lessons. And number two, and when he wished to go for fishing, he has given them a holiday. So means as a teacher also he was not serious in teaching. So this way we find that three people he blamed: students, parents, and teacher. One more last question, that when the lesson ended, he was unable to say anything. He just made a gesture with his hand and said and wrote as large as he could, Vive la France. He made the gesture. He couldn't speak. Why? Because he was very much under the pressure of his feelings. He couldn't express his feeling. Only he ended the class with a positive note, Vive la France. Long